I'm really hoping this is not going to be blurry because I'm just trying out here and it keeps being blurry and I'm not happy. It's that time of the day where you make yourself a cup of tea and you reflect, because reflections are key. Hi guys, today I am literally just have been reflecting on mental health, and I am a psychologist. I lied. I studied psychology. I did psychology as an undergraduate degree, and I understood that, you know, there is the cognitive function, there's the social function, there's the behavioral, educational. There's so many levels to psychology and understanding, you know, how people think, why they think that way, why they behave that way. Just so much to understand. And even having studied psychology, maybe not really understanding it, I did not really believe in mental health. That's so profound. That's so shocking. I believe that people go through challenging situations. I just didn't believe that because I'm going through a challenging situation, I should go and speak to a stranger about it until I needed it, until I was the one in that situation where I was like, you know what, let's try it, let's see what it's all about. So let's backtrack. Let's go back a second. Last year felt like a really challenging year. I think post-pandemic, post being locked up inside your house, in your four walls, going out to socialize, different things changing, different situations, different circumstances. It was just like, what in the heck is going on? Year 2 of the Panasonic was just like, oh, I don't know if we can actually keep doing this, but we made it through. And I think it was about this time last year that life for me started to feel a bit heavy and a bit challenging, and a bit more like, when I am in this room, I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like someone sat a heavy stone on my chest and I am struggling to gasp for air on a daily. Getting up in the morning was like climbing Mount Everest, and I imagine climbing Mount Everest is no joke. Like, everything was just such a challenge. And I want to shout out everybody who came through, everybody who supported me, everybody who spoke over my life, everybody who spoke into my life, everybody who prayed, everybody who encouraged and challenged me to try something that was super duper helpful. My super duper helpful was going to therapy. Expensive, yes, but super helpful. Having someone outside of your situation, outside of your life, outside of your circumstance, validate and listen and really hear your situation was one of the most valuable investments that I have ever made in myself. Now, I'm not saying that the people around me didn't listen. They listened. Sometimes they heard me. Sometimes they listened and said, we don't know what to do for you. And sometimes they listened and said, just pray. Because it was like, that's the first thing I did. That's the first thing I did. But I don't know why telling me to just pray, not being Christian enough, like, you need to actually just pray and all of this will go away. And I was just like, I'm trying with every ounce and every inkling of my being to just pray, but it's not working. It's not working. And I found that, and I learned, maybe as a step in my faith, that actually God has given us so many resources and so many opportunities to find healing and to find support. And I highly encourage you, if you have someone who is in your life that is struggling with their mental health, that is struggling with just life challenges that are weighing them down, please don't tell them just pray. Because they probably already tried that one. But really encourage them to speak to someone outside of their circumstance, outside of their situation. And if you're that person, I encourage you to speak to someone outside of your circumstance, someone who doesn't know you, someone who is impartial, someone who's not going to take sides, someone who will validate what you are feeling and help you with practical tips on how to overcome it. Practical tips on how to overcome my challenges was like the most basic of things. Appreciating the little things that I managed to do in a day, even if it was getting up, brushing my teeth, getting dressed, all before 9 a.m. That was such an accomplishment. My therapist used to say you wake up with 3 spoons of energy, whereas some people might wake up with like 9 or 10, and it's okay that you woke up with 3, but you don't have to expend all those 3 on things that you don't need to expend them on. Find it in yourself to be gracious to yourself, be gracious to your circumstance. You don't have to live in it and let it consume you, but you also don't have to brush over it and act like it's not a real thing, because it is. The more that you act like it's not, the more challenging it becomes. Get help. Professional help is available. There are so many means to get professional help. There are so many means with people saying and using words that will help you understand and break down the situation that you are feeling and the circumstance that you are going through. And I will link the different types of professional help in the description box. I'm no expert. I'm not here to advise like an expert. I'm here to advise like someone who went through a challenging time and has come out on the other side. Hopes and prayers that I've come out on the other side. Of course there are challenging days on a daily, days where you just feel like I'm actually sad and I don't know why. But we keep smiling, we keep rising, we keep shining. Yeah, that's my 2 pence. I ain't got no more. Here is to a new week. Here is to a new week and just wonderfulness and getting help and seeking help and being the help and just, yeah, life. Let me go check in on my friends.